Welcome to a new video tutorial by Crocfix. I will show you today how to replace your screen on your POCO X5 Pro smartphone. If you need the parts and tools, I have also provided the links in the video description. Just click on more under the video. And now enjoy! So this is our Xiaomi Poco X5 Pro. And as you see, the screen here is totally shattered. So we will just replace it. So let's starting by just firstly we're going to separate the back cover from the frame. So I would like just to say that please, if you like this video, please comment and share, click the thumbs up button, and if you want to buy the parts and tools, I have provided the links also in the video description. Just click on more under the video. If you want to donate me for a coffee, the donation link is also in the video description. So let's go and start with the repair. Firstly, let's go take the heat gun and heat up the back cover with around, let's say 160 to 170 degrees for a minute or two. Don't heat up too much close to the cameras, as you could damage the cameras. As we did heat up this back cover a little bit, let's go take a pry tool and try to lift up this back cover here. So we need to make a gap here between the middle frame and the back frame here, and then we can go and lift up here this one. So there is some adhesive under this. You can take some alcohol, put it here on the plastic card a little bit, and you will be easier for going around to separate the back cover from the frame here. Alright, so then you can carefully proceed and lift up here this back plate. Perfect. So we managed to still have some of this adhesive here. So this we will need for later. Alright, so now let's go. Now we will need to separate those screws here, and then let's go and proceed with that. So we will need also to remove the SIM card tray here on the bottom. There we go. And now let's go and unscrew these screws here on the bottom as well. So we have here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 screws. Then let's go proceed on the top here. Then we have here also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 screws. So there are 4 screws here which are silver color, and the other ones are black. So don't mix them up. I don't know if they are different size. Alright, once you have removed the screws, then we will need to separate this middle frame here from the screen. So by doing this just fall off. This is the protection here for this flex cable. Then you go here, take a plastic tool, and then you can just go around and separate the middle frame from the frame itself. Perfect. And then you just lift up here this carefully, because the fingerprint reader is attached here to the main board. So just carefully lift it up to the left side. Then we can go and disconnect the battery first. There are two connectors for the battery. Alright, and then you can also disconnect here the fingerprint reader. Alright, then we just keep this by side. Now we can take our... Firstly, let's go and remove the battery here. So for removing the battery, you will just need to pull out these strips here. Like this. And then you just pull out also this strip here. That's the B strip. So now let's go and hold the B strip and try to pull out the battery. Hold the phone tight and then slowly pull out this. You can help by pulling out also strip A. There we go. And then if you want to take out the battery completely with the adhesive, then you will pull it out from here as well. If not, then just disconnect here and take in the new battery. So, because we are going here to replace the whole screen, I'm going to take out the complete adhesive now. Perfect. And then just roll it over to the same size and to the same side as it was before. Like this. And then just keep it on this side somewhere for later. Alright? Okay. So now let's go. And let's disconnect this flex sub cable here. I'm gonna need another tool here. So you just disconnect this, then you lift up the cable slowly. Here it's sticked a little bit, and then you disconnect it also here from the bottom side, as you see here. There we go. Okay, so now we are going to disconnect this flex cable. That's the screen. Perfect. And now let's go, so we can lift up here the main board. We will need to also disconnect the camera here. So just let's go and carefully lift up the camera. That's the main camera. Okay, the other stuff can be on here on this one. We can also disconnect the front camera. There we go. Alright, and now I'm going to disconnect also these two antennas here. Alright, so once those ones are disconnected, then we are going to lift up the main board here from the frame. So let's see what is the best method, because the frame, the main board is put it in here and it's held by these small clips. So let's try to go here from that side. No. Let me just check. Try to, you can lift it up from here where the main camera is. You just go with your finger inside fingernail and slowly, carefully lift it up. And then you can just lift it up here from the frame. Very easy, alright? Put it now by side. And then let's go here, zoom out. And we are gonna take the new screen here. If you need the screen, I have posted all links in the video description. So let's go take out the screen here. Let's see if it's the same. It looks like the same, so everything looks okay. Alright, so now what I'm going to do, I'm going to remove first this small red sticker here, and then let's go and transfer here this front sensor first. Let's not forget the front sensor. So you see this one here, this needs to be lifted up. Let's maybe use the screwdriver and carefully. Just a moment. So go from here and lift it up this way here, not from the side, alright? Lift it up, take it out slowly, and then we are going just to put it here in the new screen here. There we go. Then you can press it down here a little bit and correct this red rubber. Alright, so that seems to be alright. Okay, so now the second step will be to remove the front camera here. Let's just double check here. So the best will be you take just a moment. Let's go take a knife here, and then you can go inside here and carefully take out the front camera, because the front camera seems that it's a little bit glued here to the frame, so just be carefully here. So just be careful here around when you take out the main camera. Let's go and try. We will firstly heat up this a little bit, and then we will remove the main speaker first. So I will use around 150 degrees for, let's say, half a minute. Alright, so after that we will go and remove the speaker here. So just be really carefully, and when you go under the speaker, carefully lift it up here. slowly, because there is a flex cable here, which you could damage. Alright, so once you did that, then we will slowly try to go from this side here and lift up here this flex cable. It's really a little bit tricky. Maybe it's better we go from this side, because I see there is a small ear here, which should work better. So just carefully don't cut the cable here. Alright, let's go. Try to just a little bit pull or take some tweezers. Let's go try from behind. So you can go from behind here. You just roll it over a little bit, not too much, and then you go with some tweezers and then lift up here from the main board. Alright, so now we can go and put this into the new frame. There we go. So basically there is usually no adhesive here in the new frame, so let's see if we can reattach this one maybe. Unfortunately not, so you can use some glue, which we will also use. You can use whichever glue you have. I'm just having here separate some glue already, which I will put on with really small amount with my tweezers. So you can use also B7000, T7000, just small amount that this will hold in place the speaker. There you just go and put it here in place. Alright, so I will put here one of these clamps on it, like this, just to hold it here in place. So now let's go and proceed and take out the front camera here. We will go and again heat it up a little bit. Not too much, I'm using here only 100 degrees as the camera don't like too much heat. Okay, let's go and try again. So you need to be here really carefully, as the camera can go also separate if you don't go deep enough and try to lift it up here from the frame. So the problem is there is some red glue here around, which you need to clean, or which you need to kind of cut with a knife or something, but you need to be really carefully. This kind reminds me on the Samsung Ultra models, which have also glue here. But Samsung is putting here just some soft glue, but this one is kind of hard. Let's go and try if we can lift up the camera already. There we go. Finally. So the camera is removed. I hope the camera was not damaged. So we will just save it for later and then we will see if it's working. If not, we will need to replace it, as our phone was really kind of damaged here in this area. Alright. Okay, so now let's go to the bottom part here. Now we will just remove this main motherboard, the charging port here at the bottom, and also the speaker here. So firstly we need to remove this board. So let's go lift up slowly this antenna here, the black one, following by the blue one. Don't pull too much, as you could break the antenna, so carefully. There are some places here where you could damage it, so be really carefully. Okay, so now you can go and lift up here the main board with your fingernails carefully and slowly, just not too much. Let's see what is going on here. Is it... Let me just check. So we did remove the SIM card reader, which is really important. But then let's see if we need to remove firstly the speaker. No. So we just need to remove this part. If it's not going to work, you can just heat up this a little bit with a heat gun. I will use around 150 degrees for half a minute. Okay, so now let's go and try to lift this up. There we go. So we just remove it. we did remove it, and we can put this by side, and this is the speaker now. So we lift up the speaker, and then at the last we have the vibration unit, which we can remove with a screwdriver from this side. Just go underneath and try to lift it up with some movings like circle. So you lift it up and then slowly remove it from the frame. Perfect. Check out if you have any leftover of the glue. Double-sided adhesive is your friend here. If not, we will try to just take it out from here, put it in the new screen. So this is our new screen. We still leave this clamp on for a bit, and then we will go and try to stick here what we have left, the vibration unit and everything else. So let's go and remove this double-sided tape here. I mean this blue tape, the protector. Okay, there is glue here, so you don't need to bother with replacing from the old screen. We also remove this one for the speaker. Perfect. Alright, so let's go. We put back here the vibration unit, stick it carefully in. Then we go put back the speaker here. Alright, so the speaker is in, and then we can go and put back here the main charging port. So you just put it in here, and then firstly, as you remember, we go and put the blue cable in. If you won't put it really tight and long enough, it will be too short to connect to the mainboard here, so be advised. And then we go with the black one. Same procedure. Alright, so this is done. Now let's go, and now we will remove here the protective. Just a second. So we are going to remove the protective tape here for the camera. This one. And then we will put in the front camera back. So the new front camera doesn't have glue here. We will put some glue later. I just want to make sure it's working, because if not, we will need to replace it. So let's go and remove this double-sided stickers here. I will leave this one on still. Let's go take the main board. I will remove now this one, and let's go take the main board back here. So just watch out, maybe the camera is going to the left, or you just lift up the flex cable. watch out here for the cables, for the antenna cables. Perfect. We will also, don't forget, we will just test the front camera now, but let's not forget that the heat thing here, because this we will need to transfer, if we can transfer this from the old main board, if it's not too hard, since we could actually transfer this heat conductive paste. If not, you will need to use some new paste, which you can also buy online. This is for conducting, for transferring the heat from the CPU to the main, to the frame here. So it's for cooling your phone. So now let's go connect the screen here. First the screen, then the front camera. Then I'm going to reattach the main back camera here. Alright, so now let's just go with your finger, you push here, and then you go with your finger here, and you align the flex cable position. Alright, so now let's go, and that we don't make any short circuit or something, I will connect these two cables, the antenna cables here. So the blue one is going to connect here, and the black one to the right side. Perfect. Alright, so we will also need, of course, the main flex cable. We connect it here, and the other end is going to be on the main board. Okay, that's it for now. So let's just go connect the battery. Be sure you won't stick it really hard here into the frame, because you want to maybe take it out later if it's not working, if the front camera won't work. Actually, it doesn't matter, because we can replace the main camera later without any problem. So we could stick the battery in. Don't worry. So let's go. Just separate this, disconnect this, disconnect it from the bottom. Let's remove the last adhesive tape here. Okay. We just go and connect the main flex cable here. Alright, that's perfect. And now the second one. Always try to make with your finger here that it's really bent with a letter L here. Really? Really. Okay, let's go. So align the cable, connect it to the main board, and then you're good to go. So now we have the battery, we have the adhesive here on the battery, so we just put it in here in place. If you have a new battery or just the old one, just stick it back here, press it to the frame, and then let's go and connect here the battery. First one, second one. Perfect. So now we will need to take the middle frame, and the middle frame has the side button here with this flex cable. So let's connect the flex cable here, and then we will turn on the phone. Perfect. Now let's go and turn on the phone here. So actually this is just the fingerprint reader. If you want to turn on the phone, you will need to press this button here. Okay, we see already the screen POCO, so the screen is working. And now let's just wait to boot up the phone. Okay, so we are testing already the front camera, and it seems that it works well, so we can use it. Alright, now let's go and turn around this. Carefully lift it by side and then disconnect the batteries. First the batteries, then the fingerprint reader. Alright, so now let's go. Just carefully here at the bottom. Let's see if everything is connected. You can put this here back. So now we will need to disconnect also here these two flex cables, the main camera back again. Lift up the front camera. Now we need to disconnect also the front camera. And then we will need to disconnect here these two cables for the antenna, because we want to take out the main board and put back the adhesive, the heatsink, okay? The conductive paste. Alright, so now let's go and take out the main board. Okay, perfect. So now we will go, and if, for example, if you don't have a new paste, I will show you how to transfer the paste here to the new screen. So firstly, we will need to move this to this place. Just move it to the exactly same place. Firstly, you scratch it a little bit with your screwdriver, and then we will just put it to the new place there. If this will work, let's see. Let's see if this sticks here to the new frame. Yes and no. It's kind of non-sticky, so I would suggest we put just new paste here. I have it. If you don't have it, then just try to move this one and put here. And you just go and scrap this off, and then you just take it there, and with your fingers you try to make some kind of to fill up this area inside the lines. Okay, it doesn't need really much of this, but just that the metal plate will later touch with this. Just to show you, I will anyway move this from the old board to the new. I mean from the old screen to the new, because I know that many of you don't have this at home. So let's just try to make the best out of it. you will feel like a small child again, which played with clay. So it's a bit tricky that this will stick again, but just try to press it down and then just move your finger around a little bit. You need to find the perfect technique for doing this, but I'm sure you can do it, just try many times. This should actually be enough, as these CPUs are not that hot like computer CPUs. So I'm gonna clean my finger now. I don't want to bring this dirt somewhere on the phone. Alright, so now let's go take back again the main board and let's go put it in place here. Watch out for all the cables. And then gently press it down to the where it belongs around. Alright, then let's go and connect first the screen. Then we go connect the bottom charging port. Then let's go connect the blue cable here. Then the black one. Okay. Just see if the black cable is sitting here inside this hole, inside this tunnel, otherwise it could interfere later with the middle frame, so just put it in place here. So now let's connect the front camera. And then let's connect the main rear camera. And then let's go just double check if the front camera is moving, then we will just put some glue here around, but I think it's not necessary as there is already like a gap made for the camera and it doesn't move, and it's also secured here with this copper or whatever you call it tape here. So, and the position is also in the middle where it belongs. Let me just double check if this is correct. Yeah, the position is okay. It could be a little bit more to the right side. Just align the position. Okay, so it's perfect in the middle. So now we can go and connect back the battery here. And then the second one. Perfect. Alright, so now let's go and take the middle frame, and the middle frame we need to connect the side button here, so you can roll it over and then turn around the flex cable here for the fingerprint, connect it back, and then roll over and put it back here in place. Then you just go around here, make it click in position, check if there are any stickers here, like this one. Make it sit perfectly everywhere, don't forget anything. So when you've done this, then we will go put back here this metal plate, which holds here the bottom main board flex cable in place. And then let's go take the screws and screw these screws back here in place. Okay, so now we can put back here the SIM card tray. And then we will go and put back the back plate here. So if you still have the adhesive on it like I do, and also here, I won't just take any new glue, because this is enough. It will hold this back plastic in place. If you don't have, you can just use some glue, some B7000, T7000 or whichever you have. Put it here around the corners, around the edges, and just press the back cover back here in. So I just want to make sure that we don't have any bubbles, bumps or anything here. That this will just come back in place like it should. So if you have any cuts or edges or bumps or bubbles, you will need just to cut them out, because the backplate needs to sit perfectly on it, like this one. Okay, so now let's go put this back here in place. Press it down everywhere around, and then I'm gonna go and heat this up a little bit with around 150 degrees for less than a minute. You don't need to do that if you used glue. I just used the old adhesive, which holds better if you soften it up a little bit with the heat. So I'm pressing down here everywhere around again. And then I will just put here some clamps on it. Also, if you have glue, you should put clamps on it for at least 1 hour to 2 hours. This will just hold this in place, so it will better stick to the frame. after that, just wait 1 hour to 2 hours and then you're good to go. Let me know in the comments if you liked this video, if you want more, if you have any questions, or yeah, if the video did help you and you want to donate, there is also a donation link. So thank you very much in advance. See you in the next video. Thanks for watching. If the video did somehow help you, then you can buy me a coffee. Donations are always appreciated. Thank you. You find the donation link in my about page and in the video description. Please also like, comment and share the video. And please don't forget to subscribe to my channel.